genius, but I put it on a Google Drive for you. So it's, I mean, it's really just very easy. It's literally a spreadsheet that you can access on the internet. It updates in real time. You don't have to save it. So what we're going to ask you to do is to go in, look at the, we'll call them prospects, prospective members that you had added. If you're willing to call them, please put your name next to that prospect. Update contact information. If we're missing an email or a phone number or whatever, please update that. And then just track your progress. If you made a call and somebody told you to get lost, put that in there. If somebody's coming, they RSVP'd yes, please put that in there so we can have that head count. And how you access the file is that I believe Greg will send out the link and you just click on it. So I think everyone could do that. Any questions about this? Should be pretty easy. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it.
And I will say, we're going to have a meeting after this meeting to talk about this breakfast. And Nate's already said, if you don't fill in the information, he's coming after you. So it is very simple to do. Just click on the link, go in there, fill in your information, and close out, and it's all there. It's simple, very simple. So thank you, Deb and Nate, for reminding everyone that we would like to get that squared away soon. There is a flyer that's been created that we will be able to have that you can send off to those prospective members. So we're kind of making this as easy as what we possibly can for you to invite some new people into our club. Anyone else, any other announcements? Diana, now I will come back to you. Diana has, we didn't announce a special guest that's here this morning.
So the golf outing brochure has been finalized. I will make sure by the next meeting that they're printed out so that way you can take them, but we'll definitely need help with sponsorships. And I also have a solicitation letter for gift cards and gift baskets and stuff for the raffles. So I could use all of the help. So if you are interested, just let me know and I'll make sure that I get that in your hands. Thank you.
Do we want to give her the mic?
I don't think so.
No. Anyone else while I'm out and about? Any other announcements? Okay. If not, Todd, you want to come forward to introduce our students? Sure.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. I am Todd, chair of our vocational committee, which deals with our students of the month. We are here for our final students of the month this year. You can believe it. It's been a hectic year, and students are into the spring. You know, they're into their either third marking period or next block scheduling, and they are raring to go, either getting ready for graduation or finishing up their junior years. But I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to introduce some students. Just following up Bill's Happy Dollars, we did have a fantastic time at BizTown. And just to let you guys know, Lisa Vaughn from Junior Achievement that was here and spoke previously was thrilled to have as many Rotarians there as we did. We had Uptown, we had North York, and we had our York East Club. I believe she's going to schedule another one next year, and it's going to be all Rotarians. So all Rotarians in the house, trying to keep things moving and keep those kids busy. So I know they kept us busy. I'm sure Bill slept as well as I did that night. But I want to thank everybody that's here this morning, specifically our administrators, our counselors, and without question, the parents. Thank you guys so much for being here today. You've raised some amazing children, and we get to meet them today. And so they'll get to stand up here and give a little bit of information about themselves and share that with us today. So I was telling a few of the students, I'm flipping a coin to see who gets to go first. We are going to start off with York School of Technology, specifically because Abigail does have to leave early. She's got to go and get to work. So Abigail, if you want to come on up here and join us. And we'll say, students, if If you don't want to hold the mic here, you can clip it to your collar. We just need to make sure that we can hear you. We've got a full room today, so.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Abigail Grove. I'm from York County School of Technology in the Early Childhood Pathway. I'm currently a junior. Before I start talking about school, I'd like to talk about me and just kind of my interests. One of my favorite things to do is read. Almost all my free time is spent with a book. You can ask my mom. It's kind of insane. There's no better place for me to be than between the pages of a book. I love just getting to experience new things that I wouldn't get to experience in real life. The only thing that can top reading for me is babysitting. I babysit for a family friend. She has twin daughters. They're 2 years old, Adeline and Brinley, and they are my favorite people in the whole world. They're at the stage where they're just getting their own personalities. They're learning to talk, and they're so sassy and they're so funny, and I love spending time with them. I would spend every single day of my whole life with them if I could. As I mentioned before, I'm in the early childhood pathway at York Tech. Typically when I say that, I get two reactions, the, oh, that's cool, or the, what are you talking about? So it's kind of confusing if you don't know York Tech and you don't kind of understand how it works. So there are two different aspects to the early childhood program. There is the hands-on learning and the in-person in-class instruction. So the in-class instruction is pretty easy to understand. We learn about anything and everything that you would need to know to be an educator. So we learn about the developmental stages of children. We learn how to write observations. We learn about children with special needs. Pretty much anything you can think of, we've probably learned about it. And then the hands-on aspect is a little harder to understand. So every other day for half of my day, I go out to what we call centers, which is just a childcare facility where I will go and volunteer for half my day. I have been placed in 6 different centers so far. Currently, I'm at Little Bug Learning, which is actually right across the street and where I'm going after this. While I'm there, I'm a volunteer, as I said, so I'm just pretty much doing anything that the teachers need. I'm running errands, I'm picking up the classroom, I'm cleaning, and oftentimes I'm just hanging out with the kids, you know, learning how to be a teacher and learning from my awesome center teachers. One of the really cool things about early childhood is when I graduate, I'll have my CDA, which means that I can go and get a job and I will be very well qualified for that job. Another really cool thing is that I can work in a childcare facility before I have my diploma, which is kind of rare. I have been working at a childcare facility for almost a year now. I am employed at Little Bug Learning, the same center I go to, which is really cool. I get to go there and volunteer, and then after school, I go and I actually work there. Another thing that my shop class has given me is Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. We just call it FCCLA because that's a lot of words. So through FCCLA, we are a leadership club, and we create presentations and projects, and we compete at state and national levels. So my freshman year, I competed with a partner in repurpose and redesign, and we earned a gold medal and national honors, which means that we got to go to Denver, Colorado over that summer, and we placed silver nationally. And then sophomore year, I competed in job interview. So the judges interviewed me for a potential job in teaching, and I placed gold at states and once again earned national honors. And I was able to go to Seattle, Washington last summer, where I placed gold nationally. Thank you. I love FCCLA more than anything. It's such a good group of people, and everybody who's part of FCCLA really wants to be there, and you can tell when you walk in the room, and everybody's just so excited to meet you, and everybody's so kind. This year, actually at the end of March, I'm going back to the State Leadership Conference, and I'm competing in Focus on Children. My friend and I got certified in PATHS education, and we built our project around social and emotional learning. So other things at school that I do, I am part of National Honor Society and National Technical Honor Society. Through these things, I have learned a lot about how to work as a group and work with people you don't know. A lot of people in these clubs I've never met before, and it's really fun to get to work with new people that I wouldn't see on the regular basis at school. My NHS and NTHS work together, and we have done events such as the polar plunge. We volunteered there. Some of us plunged. It wasn't me. And we did a Christmas kingship where we all bought gifts for children whose families can't afford gifts for them for Christmas. And then we held like a little Christmas event with games and toys, and it was just a really fun time. We are currently working on planning a spring event that is in the works, not yet done. Outside of school, I volunteer a lot at my church for as long as I can remember. I've been volunteering at my church. We do events like Easter egg hunts and trunk or treat, and I also help set up funerals and things like that. I used to waitress when we had crab cake and ham suppers. I used to take orders and waitress and bring them food. For the past 3 years, I have volunteered at the Down Syndrome Buddy Walk, which basically my first year there, we were kind of handing out candy for the walk. And then for the past 2 years, I've been helping to run the bounce houses and everything. I go to support a close friend of mine who has Down syndrome. Once I graduate high school, I plan to go to college. I want to get a dual degree in pre-K through 12th grade special education and pre-K through 4th grade regular education. I'm not sure yet if I want to work in regular or special education, so I hope that that can kind of leave my path open for when I finally figure it out. While I'm in college, I'll definitely be working at a childcare facility. I'm not sure which one yet because I'm not exactly sure where I want to go to college, but hopefully I can find one close to my campus and work there. That's pretty much all about me. Thank you so much for your time.
Are there any questions for Abigail?
Oh my gosh, early childhood is so important. I think some people don't really understand early childhood. They think, oh, those kids are just playing. And yes, they are playing. Playing is so important because as they're playing, they're learning to problem solve. They're learning how to share. They're learning how to interact kindly with others. And people don't really understand sometimes that like just that kid building a 2 tall block tower is so important because last week that kid was throwing the block across the room. Early childhood is just, there are so many parts of early childhood that are so important. We could be here all day talking about it.
Thank you very much, Abigail. All right, we're just gonna move to the front here. So we're gonna, oh, actually, I will say, York School of Technology only has one student this week, specifically because the senior student is dealing with appendicitis. So we all are, keeping him in our thoughts and prayers, hoping that he heals up quickly. So we're just going to step forward to our next table. We're going to go to York Suburban, and I will start off with Jem Miller.
Hello, everybody can hear me? So my name is Jem Miller, spelled J-E-M, a bit strange, but I am currently a junior at York Suburban High School. And I am interested in math, science, computer science, and engineering. At York Suburban, I'm currently taking 4 advanced placement classes, which are AP Computer Science Principles, AP Chemistry, AP Calculus, and AP US Government. And for following year, my senior year, I'm going to be taking AP Computer Science A, which is basically just advanced principles, and then 3 dual enrollment classes at Penn State York College, which are a economics class, a physics class, and an engineering design class. At York Suburban, I'm currently in 3 clubs, which are National Technical Honor Society, which is basically just an honor society about jobs and interviews and scholarships. as well as computer science club, which I just like computer science. So I'm saying computer science club. And then my final club is more or less just a fun club. I do it for creativity and it's Dungeons and Dragons. So I just like that stuff. I don't know. That's just a fun one. I like doing that with friends. So at York Suburban, I've currently amassed myself 5 awards. So I've gotten 2 awards for having a over 4.0 GPA for the entire school year for freshman and sophomore year. Freshman year, I also got 2 others, which are having the highest grade in biology out of any biology student, and then the highest grade in algebra 2 out of any algebra 2 student. And then last year in sophomore year, I had the highest grade out of any finance student in any finance class. So yeah. I'm very interested in computer programming. So I program on my own time. I like to code things. I even make my own video games and stuff like that. I've made a few of my own AI, no help, stuff like that. So that's really fun. I really like the logic part of that. Really like trying to figure my way through without like using tutorials or anything like that. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So along with that, I also really enjoy video games, specifically strategy games. So I play like tower defense games and like real-time strategies, like war games, stuff like that. And I also greatly enjoy like chess. And I've recently gotten into this other game called Go, which is like this 4,000-year-old Chinese board game. Really complicated, really hard to understand, but it's pretty fun. So yeah, check that out if you want to, but it's very, very, very difficult. Other than that, I'm a huge car guy. So I really like cars. I like driving them, like looking at them, like just like being in them in general. I'd one day like to have a pretty nice car collection, get to work on them myself. So that's one of the things I'm aspiring to do. But along with cars, I also like other like vehicles, so like jets, spaceships, stuff like that. And that's actually one of the careers I want to go into, which is aerospace engineering. So stuff like that. So maybe one day I can make my own cars. Maybe I can make my own spaceships. That would be pretty cool. I also really like to just research things in general. So I'll do like how a motor works like all the time, or like the newest AI developments and stuff like that. One of my other like top research things is actually biomedical engineering, because that is the other top career I want to go into. I'm still undecided between aerospace and biomedical, but I'll get those eventually, you know. But that's one of the things. So I like 3D printing organs and stuff like that, nanites, all that cool stuff. So I won't go into that. But and so those are my top 2 careers, but I also have 2 other ones that I may either minor in, or I may just go in if I don't think aerospace or biomedical will be my style, which would be a computer science degree, since, you know, I just like computer science. Or maybe, I mean, I could even be a video game creator. Really just depends. And then my other one could just be like statistical finance, because I'm more of the math side. I'm not really like a business major like my dad over there. So, yeah, calling you out. And yeah, that's all about me. Thank you for the time.
You chosen a colleges yet that you'd like to go to?
No, I've not. Well, I've considered some, but I haven't been to many because I'm doing all my visits in the summer. Make sure I do all that stuff. I mean, the best one I've seen currently is Penn State, because I really like the campus, and they're currently offering a biomedical thing along with a mechanical engineering degree. So you get 2 degrees in one for only an extra semester. And I can easily take out that semester with my current credits I've earned at school. So that one's currently my top pick, but I'm still trying to like, gotta go and visit some, like probably go and visit like Johns Hopkins, Carnegie, stuff like that. So.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, going to go right over to our senior at York Suburban, Leah Fogel.
Morning, my name is Leah, and I'm a senior at York Suburban High School. I'm planning on going to college in the fall and majoring in chemistry on a pre-med track, and then minoring in Spanish. At school, my biggest time commitment would be Minithon. So all year we raise money for families who were diagnosed with childhood cancer. And I'm the food captain. So for our main event, I contact businesses throughout York to secure donations for over 200 students who attend the event. I'm also involved with NHS and then Spanish National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society. So through all 3 of those, I'm involved in a lot of tutoring and community events. So I know with National Honor Society, we provided food and volunteered with York Giving Helping Hands downtown. and organizing a Easter egg hunt for the spring for the elementary school students. And then outside of school, I'm involved in, I work as a lifeguard at Regents Glen Country Club, and I'm going back there again this year, and I actually got a little promotion to head guard, which is nice. And then I've been working on an internship at my uncle's dentist office to see what it's like to be in sort of a clinical experience. And in my free time, I like traveling and visiting new places with either my friends or my family. I like trying new restaurants and just visiting anything new to me. So yeah, that's really all I have. Still waiting to hear from University of Virginia and Boston College. I think those would be my top two picks right now. Okay.
Where might you have been accepted to already?
Clemson, Virginia Tech, University of Maryland, Pitt, some more.
Thank you, Leah. York Catholic will start off with Reagan Miller.
Thank you for this opportunity to attend this morning and tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Reagan Miller, and I'm a junior at York Catholic. I started at YC as a new freshman. We go 7 through 12, so I started as a freshman, and I've become involved in a lot of activities in and outside of school. I've been a member of our Students for Life Club for 3 years, and this year I've had the amazing opportunity to serve on our leadership team. There's a group of 8 of us. Most of them are my close friend group, and we work closely with the teacher that moderates the club and plan events and plan our meetings and things like that. So that's been a really good opportunity. I've played volleyball for York Catholic for the past 3 years as well. This year I was a starting varsity player. I also play for Yorktown Volleyball Club. I know Ballyhoo practices at the athletic club over there. We have a club rivalry there. So I play volleyball almost year round. I love my sport, and I hope to continue playing either as a club team or a division athlete in college. I was inducted into the National Honor Society in the fall, and last week I got to go to St. Rose, which is one of YC's sister schools. And I got to visit the elementary schoolers and read to them for National Read Across America Week. I also participate in our theology club at YC, which is always interesting because my friend group is mostly Catholic while I'm not. I'm extraordinarily grateful for the perspective that York Catholic has given me, both spiritually and academically. I'm very academically motivated, and my schedule for the past 3 years has been loaded with a lot of honors and AP classes, my favorite of which has been AP Biology. My future plans are to attend college to earn an undergraduate degree in biomedical science or biology, and then attend dental school. I will graduate with my DDS and hopefully specialize in pediatrics. I've always loved working with kids, especially during my service to my church during the summer for Vacation Bible School. I think I've served over 60 hours in the past 3 summers. And this past summer, I served as an adult leader, which meant I was in charge of both a group of 4-year-old kids and the younger youth leaders that were helping me with my group. So that was definitely a highlight of my leadership experience so far. And I hope to continue to strengthen those skills as I enter my senior year, which will bring its own challenges and hopefully many successes as I finish high school and see what God has in store for me. Again, thank you for your invitation this morning and for the opportunity to participate in the Rotary Student of the Month program. Thank you.
I have a quick question. As a brother of someone who played volleyball for like 20 years and collegiately, do you have any aspirations to play collegiately?
I'm currently working on the recruiting process to play as a division athlete. I know I probably won't get recruited D1, so I'm looking at a couple of D2 or D3 schools, and I'm working with the Yorktown recruiter in that aspect, but I'm definitely still like in the process for this season.
How's your club team do this year?
I'm still in my season, so I had a tournament this weekend, but we're doing pretty well. We haven't won any medals yet, but I think we'll get there by the end of the season.
Thank you very much. To our last student, Madeline Murphy.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you for this kind invitation. From my discrete position in the OR, I watched as a 7-inch piece of the skull was reattached. It was only my second day volunteering in the operating rooms of R. Adams Colley Shock Trauma Center at the University of Maryland Medical School, and I was already seeing 2 skulls. As a volunteer, I restock supplies, make trips to the blood bank, clean rooms, transport patients, assist staff, and perform other non-invasive functions. I can also observe surgeries, talk to medical professionals, and learn about different aspects of trauma care. As the only high school volunteer in the program, one of my most memorable experiences was being invited to stand with the anesthesiologist during surgery as he explained the procedure, his job, his career path, and answered all of my questions. He then brought me to the PACU to observe the patient during recovery. My duties at Shock Trauma have triggered my interest in trauma surgery, which is why I will major in biomedical engineering in college. While I am interested in healthcare, I am also considering a career in engineering, and this major will allow me to pursue either path. I will also minor in Spanish because I'll be able to connect with more professionals around the globe, and any Spanish-speaking patients I meet will feel more comfortable communicating in their native language. I've witnessed this firsthand at the hospital. Besides volunteering at Shock Trauma, I have also volunteered at Carroll Hospital in the PACU and Perry-Hop during the summers, and I mentor students at St. John the Baptist Elementary School with their science fair projects and Connects Club, which is like a combination of robotics and Legos. I am ranked second in my class and was recently named a National Merit Finalist. Outside of my classes, I participate in many activities. I am president of National Honor Society, where we are currently planning a service project to aid the local elementary schools and partner with Service Club to restore a local cemetery. I've been part of student council and student ambassadors for the past 4 years as well. I'm also captain of my varsity cross country team. I led my team to a district championship and runner-up position, and I was the individual district champion 2 years in a row and a 3-time PA state medalist. This spring, I am playing varsity softball. For fun, I enjoy many creative art projects. My most recent project was a dress made of recycled art materials, Coke cans, and newspaper that placed second at the York County Solid Waste Authority's Recycled Art Contest. Beekeeping is another one of my interests. I make observations and eagerly research my bees from my 2 colonies. They have presented a new challenge to be investigated without having to open a book or a computer. For example, after testing my hives for Varroa mites, I prepared a microscope slide of my dead mite. Not only did I learn about the mite, but my images from the microscope were shared with the members of my County Beekeepers Association. Thank you for inviting me here this morning, and thank you for the opportunity to participate in this program. It is an honor, and I'm most grateful for your time and interest. Skulls or public speaking? Skulls, definitely more interesting.
I want you to share, how long of a commute do you have to go to school?
It's an hour.
Wow.
And
35 minutes.
so both of these young ladies live in Maryland, and are attending your academy. And I thought that was very interesting, that there's that long of a commute to go to school. So,
and that explains how you convene at Maryland Shock Trauma in Baltimore without having to how do you do that? I mean, you come to school and then go in the afternoon, or
I go on the weekends.
you are a 7 day a week, 24/7 kind of person?
Yeah, a lot going on. Anything else?
Well, so
Sorry.
So what do you think you're doing this year?
So I want to do biomedical engineering. I still haven't determined what college exactly I'm going to go to. I'll hear from a bunch end of March. So far, I've heard from Maryland, Delaware, Connecticut, a few others, so I'm still deciding. And Alabama, I think, because they give a full ride for national merit.
That leads to another question. I went to college a long time ago, Northeastern kind of a guy. Never thought about Alabama, Mississippi. It has become a very trendy thing. I know from friends of my grandkids. What are you seeing at Catholic or other high school kids you know about the draw of the Southern schools?
It hasn't been like from my friends, a lot of them are staying up north. I know a couple people going down south, but it's not like a predominant choice I haven't found. I know people who are doing sports, a lot of them are going south.
In your case, the attraction of Alabama would be this scholarship if you're a national merit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, students. I'll just put one last plug in there for parents, counselors, administrators. I do need to get the paperwork for our seniors if you're vying for our scholarship. So before the end of the month, our committee will be meeting. We'll be looking at one junior for a scholarship to go to our RILA program. It's up at Messiah College. It's a week-long leadership program. And for our seniors, it's a cash scholarship that will go towards your college costs. That's it. Thanks so much.
Very good. Thanks, Todd. So I think I'm going to add one thing to our board agenda tomorrow. We're going to stop this Students of the Month stuff because I feel like a total schlep. Awesome job, guys. Let's give all of our students a really. And no, we're not going to stop the Students of the Month. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. I think we all appreciated hearing from our Students of the Month. It is kind of a highlight for a lot of us. And congratulations to parents for raising such fine young students. And congratulations to our school administrators and everybody else that's here that helps to support the students. Doing a fantastic job. So thank you all. I hope everybody has a great week, and we will see you next week.